Mikey, Buddha, and William Waffles.
I don't drink soda.
Computer, who's the funniest stand-up comedian?
According to Ranker.com users, the top 5 funniest stand-up comedians of all time are George Carlin, Dave Chappelle, Eddie Murphy, Bill Burr, and Steve Martin.
Okay, so you give him like a solid list and you tell me Patton Oswalt? I asked you the same thing and you just told me Patton Oswalt.
Yeah.
Computer, who's funnier, Dave Chappelle or Patton Oswalt?
Here's something I found on the web. According to SumoNova.com, number 1 spot goes to Patton Oswalt, who is one of the funniest comics around. Did that answer your question?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, it really did. Welcome to a
Thanks for
special
your feedback.
Welcome to a special stand-up comedy themed episode of the Natural Habitat podcast. My name is Mikey Booyah.
My name is No, it's not time.
You're not ready? No,
I wasn't feeling. My name is Awesome Ty. Just Awesome Ty.
And
just podcast Ty.
This is the I was trying to think of like a pun for Natural Habitat podcast and like to go with stand-up somehow.
The Natural Chuckle Tat Laugh Cast. The Natural Chuckle Tat Laugh Cast.
Welcome to it. We are in the midst of the Christmas season. Christmas, as you could tell by the stockings, it is still Christmas time.
It's Christmas
at the time of this recording.
Season.
I don't know when you're going to be watching this. It might not be Christmas at that point.
I mean, it's always Christmas
in your heart.
In your heart, yeah.
Yeah, always Christmas in your heart.
I mean, even if you don't celebrate it, it's still like it's there. If they cut your heart open, there's a little bit of Christmas they're going to find in there, even if you don't know it.
Mm-hmm. Very true. And some say that's why they say that Christmas is like a cancer, because it grows in your heart.
Yeah, like a cancer that like makes you better instead of die. It makes you die,
and it spreads throughout your body.
Yeah,
during the holidays.
Yeah, like Scrooge, he got infected with the Christmas cancer, and it spread throughout him very rapidly. Mm-hmm. And by the end of the whole story, he was completely
after he got visited by the ghost of Christmas chemo.
Yes,
chemo future or whatever. Cured. He said, "Little boy, what day is it?" And the boy said, "It's Christmas."
Little Timmy boy, yeah.
Boy,
it's Christmas.
No, I think it was just a city.
Is? I think
it was just like a city boy. It wasn't Timmy that was outside the window. Timmy was like on the hobbling and shit. Yeah. But he just found like a kid that was like running outside.
Like just the newspaper boy that would be standing on the corner.
And he said, "You, young newspaper boy, what day is it?
What day is this?
What is this day?" And he said, "It's sir. It's Christmas, sir."
"Why, it's Christmas, sir."
"Why, it's Christmas. 2 shekels for a paper, sir. Why don't you celebrate Christmas?" And he did. And we all do this time of year. So thank you for taking time out of your celebration and joining us.
Can we go ahead and say it? Say Merry Christmas on this podcast?
No.
No, we can reference Christmas and like wish you the best Christmas.
Yeah.
But like
you can't
keep
say
the Merry out
of
words
together.
No, yeah, exactly.
But yeah, the war on Christmas is still in full effect. The war on drugs has been coming to a close recently, and all of that energy and effort I think has been put towards Christmas to fight Christmas. Computer, is the war on drugs over?
No, war on drugs is not ovalbumin.
Computer, tell us a stand-up comedy joke.
Why do chiropractors make great comedians?
Why?
They love to crack you up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like crack your back.
Computer, that wasn't very funny.
Yeah, it's like a popsicle stick joke.
Thanks for letting me know. I'm always working on my jokes.
You talking back to me now? Computer, you want to fight?
No, he's working on his jokes.
Computer, you got security? Computer, you got security?
He doesn't want to answer.
Computer, I think you're a bitch.
Ooh, that's not good when you get that noise. He said, all right, I'm going to put that on a list. I'm putting you on a list. And that was you. He could tell that it was your voice and not mine also.
Well, he's got to learn to deal with hecklers if he's going to come around here cracking jokes like that.
Very
you know
true.
what I mean?
Computer, tell me some irreverent comedy.
I know about 2 Billy Graham comedies, and they are the super and scenes from them all.
What?
Come again?
Computer, tell me some irreverent comedy.
I know about 3 Raven comedies, and they are Death Racers, Cool as Hell, and Juggalo Championship Wrestling Volume 1.
Juggalo Championship Wrestling. Is that what he just said? Juggalo Championship Wrestling Volume 1?
I'm fairly sure.
Nice. All right. Well, I mean, that is some irreverent comedy, I would say.
I mean, yeah, you got ICP.
So, we are about to venture out of the studio and into the world, the post-COVID world of indoor events. And we're going to go to a local comedy venue and see comedian and friend of the show, Rick Storer, who is the opening act. This isn't like a Rick show. This isn't some little bootleg local show. This is actual tour coming through or something, right?
Yeah, we got Brandon from Yeah But Still podcast.
Brandon Wardell.
I've never really watched much of his stand-up, but I listened to the podcast. And then the other guy is like a dude that I listened to on that podcast, like just an interview, named Moses Storm. And I don't know how his stand-up is either at all, but his story, like the story of his life, is fucking like one of like the wildest life stories, like literally.
Really?
Yeah. It's like a 2-part podcast, like, and he just like, I mean, he grew up in a cult, and then he did like a social project, I guess. I don't know what you'd call it, like a thing where for like a year or something, it was like I guess like a live art space is how like it would have been like zoned, but it was anybody could come and go in this, like it was like a house set up. Yeah. It wasn't like an actual house. It was like a house in a warehouse, but like a living, like, you know, like living quarters.
Yeah, that's called something.
And anybody could like just come and go, and like
yeah, and like artists come through, and like it's just like a bunch of weird fucking transients and shit, but like not in
probably some, but like but I mean, it's like, you know, like
it's called like an open space or something like that.
No, like he was like an exhibition, like he was the like Subway sponsored that, like it's really wild.
What?
Fucking,
oh, okay.
Yeah, like an art exhibition where like he was basically on display for 24 hours a day, and people could just walk in.
It's like a human in a
like a
zoo.
Human zoo. Exactly. Yes. Yes.
Dang. And then he just lived his life in there, and people came and watched it.
Yeah, and like I mean, like people would watch him like fuck and like just go about his life,
just whatever he would do in life.
Yeah, and like some some homeless people would come and just use it as like an excuse to get out of the cold and shit. But like,
who wouldn't?
Yeah. And people like college kids would go there to like just party, you know, because it's like, yeah, crazy story though. So I'm curious to see how his stand-up comedy is.
Damn,
I probably just gave like a horrible recap of everything I heard, but
see, you sent me that episode of him on the Yeah But Still podcast.
Yeah,
and then I started listening to it, but I didn't really get past their like opening banter, and stuff in it.
Yeah, sometimes that's extensive,
and then it didn't really grab me. Yeah. So I turned it off, and then I took note for our podcast.
Yeah, but it'll be a good time. It'll be fun.
I went to go light that water vapor, and there's already a water vapor here.
Well, there you have it.
So we since we're going out of the house, and we are going to be going to the stand-up show tonight, and we're going to be capturing some footage of that. We decided that we would prepare ourselves for the inevitable heckler. People have been cooped up inside, you know, quarantined.
Oh, you think you're funnier than me? You think you're funnier than me? Oh, you want to come up here, buddy? You want to come up here and try it?
You want to give it a shot?
You want to give it a shot? Here, let's let this jackass come up here and think he can do my job better than I can do it. I'm the comedian here. No, sit back down. I didn't mean literally. I did not mean literally. You sit back. No. No, you cannot have them. That's gonna happen a lot. You know what I mean? Like it's probably every show. I'm thinking like that's how I picture it.
And then less and less throughout the next like 6 months or whatever. So people get accustomed to sitting and listening. You know, it's hard for people to sit and listen and not make it about them, you know. But I might be one of the hecklers. Now that I think about it, I got a lot to say.
I'm more of a heckler than a comedian. Really.
I got witty things to say.
I got way more like witty, interjections about like how someone's doing something wrong more than like creative, original content about my life.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Like
just coming up with something off the spot is a lot harder.
I'm not your sit and write jokes type comedian. I'm more of like
reacting in the moment,
bust on somebody else's jokes type of comedian. Like I'm more of like a comeback comedian. So I need, in order for me to do my job as a comeback comedian, I have to go to these comedy shows and let you basically, it's like a role reversal. You don't realize it, but you're heckling me and I'm the one who's overcoming it.
You're in the gym, really. You're practicing.
Yeah, I'm exercising my craft as a comeback comedian by busting your balls and your chops.
So it's a give and a take. And, I'm not, building this skill like you, but I also have a problem with, I'll come up with something that I think is real funny and I'll say it. And a lot of times it isn't. And sometimes it is, but I could see myself yelling out something in the crowd. I never would be that type of guy before.
You should be like, you're not funny.
Yeah, you never know.
So and then like I imagine it's gonna be like when you're in like elementary school and like they're
all gonna laugh.
You yell out something at the teacher. Like picture the teacher as the stand-up comedian on the stage.
Yeah,
and you're the class clown. You yell out something funny, the rest of the class, they're gonna laugh at me.
Now you're getting more laughs than the comedian did.
Yeah, and then like they send me to the principal's office, which is basically me being escorted out of the comedy show.
The principal's office, you get escorted out of the comedy show, and then the principal's like Lorne Michaels, and you're giving your one-on-one audition for SNL when you talk to the principal, because if you can make the principal laugh, then you get a free scholarship, full ride.
And I feel like a good way to get like a impromptu audition on SNL would be to get an audience pass for their taping on I would assume Saturday, it being live.
Yeah, they do. They would tape on.
You get an audience pass and you go there and start heckling because it's live. So like think about that.
Yeah.
You just start shouting out stuff. I mean, you're gonna have to be loud. You're gonna have to be really loud. But
another good thing to do is you could go and you could apply. This is what I'm thinking is that you apply for a job that is not a acting job. I'm talking like custodian.
With the labor shortage, you should be able to get in something.
Preferably someone on the like AV team. And if not, you make friends with the sound guy, start hooking him up with weed, bringing him, mushrooms or whatever, learn about his kid and his dog. Then you have him mic you up one Saturday night. Billie Eilish is performing and the musical guest at the same time. You're waiting for her to go up and do her monologue. You're out there, you're mopping, you're just mopping up. You got a mic, unbeknownst to anyone, a lav on. And as soon as she goes up and she says, hey, thank you for coming. When I was told that I was going to host Saturday Night Live and be the musical guest, I was like, wow, it's a lot of work. And then you say, tell a joke. But it comes out, it goes through your mic out of everything and onto the live broadcast, into Lorne Michaels' office, through the filter, out into the airwaves.
He's got like a little earpiece, probably.
He has the earpiece. He hears it. He picks up the green phone, which is because, you get a green light at SNL, not a red phone.
Sure.
Picks up the green phone and he goes, who said that? They're hilarious. Let me get...
It took a lot of balls to do that, kid.
It took a lot of balls. Then all of a sudden you're wheeling, you're dealing. It's Saturday night. It's Monday morning. Where'd Sunday go? It's a blur. And you're doing coke. You're doing a Belushi. You're Chris Farley. and you're on your way to success. And that's what every comedian wants is drugs, success, death. It's like a self-deprecation thing.
You look at the ones left, it's just your Spades and your Schneiders. All the good ones are dead.
Yeah. All the good ones are dead. So I think that is probably plausible too. You know, just you need to get a job at SNL, whatever it may be, get your heckle on the main stage, and you're the king, baby. So do that, Brandon Wardell.
Now, you know what I feel like there's an opening for in the comedy world is a new Carrot Top, like a modern day Carrot Top,
a prop
like
comic?
a new prop comedian. And I feel like the door is wide open for that because we haven't heard from Carrot Top, you know, in a good decade or so.
Well, Carrot Top's doing like a residency in Vegas.
Well, that's fantastic. But when was the last time you heard any new or like saw Carrot Top in like a movie? Or like saw him on like a late night show.
I guess they made fun of him in Family Guy.
Well, he did a bunch of steroids and got weird surgeries and looks like he's like all like, you know, like physically unpleasant to look at now. And I don't think anybody really wants to see that, you know, especially on television. Maybe you go, you know, for a night in Vegas, sure. But
computer, what's Carrot Top's net worth?
Carrot Top is worth an estimated $70 million US.
70 million?
I mean, he's caked
for
up.
that residency. Yeah. But you're right. He's not relevant anymore. Computer, who's a new prop comedian? I think I might have messed that one up.
Here's something I found on the web. According to Middle.in, it is a ready-to-move-in property.
Nope. Computer, who's the next top prop comic? Who's America's next top prop
Here's
comic?
Something I found on the web. According to graphicpolicy.com, Dark Horse is now in the top spot, followed by IDW and then DC Comics, Darby Pop, and San Diego Comic Con.
Those are comic brands.
Dark Horse is new prop comic, I guess. Yeah. That actually probably wouldn't be bad. Like, kind of lean into a weird gimmick like that.
Yeah, so they call me Dark Horse because I've got this. It's a dark horse here.
And he pulls out a horse? Like a stuffed horse? Or?
Yeah, like a stuffed horse.
Okay. And then he's all
But it's got like a, you know, like a facial expression that is you know, like untypical of a horse.
And he's all like
it's like a people face, like an attitude, like a bad boy face.
He's all like, "Hey, so it looks like what is this? Bachelorette party here?" Well, someone lost their bridal party, huh? And you pull out like a horse bridle. Is that a thing?
Yeah.
A horse bridle?
Yes.
So you pull that out and you go, hey, double meaning. Because also another big thing, if you're trying to be a comedian, a lot of people out there are trying to get into comedy, you know? I know I thought about it. And the main thing that you want to do is double meanings, callbacks, okay? These are the things that get the pop. You know, you call back to things. See?
I remember 5 minutes ago.
You remember when I just said callback a second ago and then I called back to it right away.
It's fucking genius.
Then double meanings also. You want to go I'm a ham. And
then you pull out,
pull out a ham.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, you got it. See, it got a pop. So, that's just some advice that I would give to our aspiring comedians. Do you have any advice for what to do?
Yeah, props. Like I said, the door's wide open for America's next top.
Would you consider
comic.
Jeff Dunham a prop comic?
No, he's a puppeteer. A
ventriloquist.
No, he's a puppeteer.
A puppeteer.
Yeah, I wouldn't even give him like ventriloquist clout. Yeah. So props is one way to go. I'm thinking really push the line. Like I'm thinking like just like a mean comic.
Yeah.
Like someone who's just, you know, not necessarily racist or like bigoted, but just like a dick. No, just like a dickhead, you know, like just kind of like mean to everybody.
See, now I would say that also not very relevant anymore. Anthony Jeselnik was probably the last like dick comic. that was just like an asshole that everybody hated, but was funny.
And was just real dry about it.
But yeah, you're right. Like a real hateable comic. Because everyone's so lovable and relatable. That's not what you want. You want hateable.
You want to be a little bit risque.
Like show a little skin?
Just risque. And also risk B. I feel like you want to be a little bit risque. Risque at times. Risque. And before you deliver your punchline, you want to kind of like look around, and just kind of nod at everybody, like nod at the crowd, and just give them a little, let them know that the punchline's coming.
Let it marinate a little bit.
That way, like, it sets in, and also
primes.
Hey,
that's funny.
And then after
that's
you
funny.
deliver your joke, you're gonna want to twirl the microphone around by the cord. I'm not actually doing it just because this is just a demonstration, but
you can do it a little bit. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Maybe throw it.
And
just a little flair with the microphone is all you need.
That's another thing. The microphone cord, and the stool. These are all props. So
again, props.
So you're gonna want to, lay the stool down on its side and like mount it and like do like you could be like fucking the stool doing like
absolutely.
a sex joke.
The microphone can be a dick.
Yeah.
For any time you need to show your dick, you just you hold the microphone like to your groin area.
Yeah.
Like it's your dick.
It could be a dick. Or you could do like it could also be a mouth dick.
Yeah.
And it could be, if you want to do long dick, you could do swing it, but like down here, you can't see it, but maybe you can on the camera. Swing that dick, long dick style.
Pretty much anything could be a dick, really.
Remember that? Long dick style or whatever. I never saw that bit. I just heard about it. You gonna learn today or whatever. You don't know what I'm talking about?
No, like I'm familiar. I don't know the origin.
I remember it was like a big thing that popped one day, and I went out to Shandon, and it was like me and Nick and Charlie was out there one of the times when he was like off of drugs.
Just people that all our listeners know.
And he was like, your wife's gonna get fucked long dick style. She gonna learn today.
It sounds like a porn.
And then everybody laughed. And then everybody like said it a bunch of times and they all got it. And I didn't know what it was and I didn't ask. And I just kind of like giggled awkwardly.
Yeah.
And just, but then I've heard it referenced throughout like that.
I think
last couple years. And
I think, it's like like the wife's going to be penetrated by this long dick to the point where she's gonna like get like a lesson learned, like she's gonna whatever the lesson needed to be taught.
It's gonna be
it could be like, hey, like don't leave your makeup on the counter.
Yeah,
or,
but either way, it's gonna be a long, hard winter because of
winter is coming.
Winter is coming.
That's
what I meant to reference.
Yeah, Game of Thrones.
So we have this
Game of Thrones.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll put it on the screen. I'll put fucking Jon Snow or whatever, and I'll say winter is coming. Was it an actual physical winter in the show as well as his last name being Snow? So it was like doubled up on the winter.
Double meaning
and props, right? There was props.
Game of Thrones, like
the
great comedy show.
Throne's a prop.
One of the funniest shows in TV history, frankly.
Mm-hmm. There was also Cheers. Another funny show.
Happy Days.
Yeah. Happy Days kind of jumped the shark if you ask me. Double meaning.
It's because there was I'm not gonna explain. I got it right because there was an episode of Happy Days
where Artie disappeared,
where the Fonz jumped a shark on water skis, and this may sound hilarious, but it was actually considered widely to be the downhill point.
Yeah.
For Happy Days.
They had run out of ideas,
and he made the joke. He said jump the shark there, but he used it. I guess he didn't use it. He used
There
it
wasn't
about
two
Happy
meanings.
Days.
There was just one
It was
meaning,
just about
actually.
Happy Days.
But I put a shark on the screen in post.
Can we also get like a little Fonz, just a tiny Fonz?
So people know who that is, because nobody knows who that is either.
Just for the sake of it.
Yeah.
Because I feel like us talking hasn't been very funny.
Mm-hmm.
We should probably...
jazz it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Also, that's a good thing too, is flair. I don't know. Did you see Bo Burnham?
Yeah, like a colorful outfit.
Special?
Like no.
Like Bo Burnham does like a lot of different lighting and sound tricks. You do it. You go, "Hey yo, DJ," and then the DJ plays a beat.
I was thinking
there's
like
a lot of
like Bernie Mac does like colorful suits.
Yeah, that
which is
too.
like very effective,
That too.
honestly. Like someone comes out in a colorful suit, like a Steve Harvey, Dr. Steve Harvey, or
Dr. Steve Harvey.
This sounded good.
Oh man, you know what's wild? Did you watch any of the Tiger King stuff?
Yeah.
Did you watch the new season that came out?
I don't think I watched it all. I watched the first two.
Okay, so the new season's out. They didn't talk about Doc Antle, right?
Oh yeah.
The guy who fucking Britney Spears was like a tiger girl at a zoo for like a couple years when she was a kid.
He's got celebs there all the time. Doc Antle, shout out. I see you. I follow you on
Friend
Facebook.
of the show,
Friend
Doc
of the show,
Antle.
Doc Antle, yes.
There's a new season out called Tiger King's Doc Antle, and it's a documentary just about him, made by the same people
Yeah,
and shit.
let's give the man his clout, because
And
he
it's
was
gonna be lit.
he was like the
Hugh Hefner,
the
the Tiger
breakout
world.
star of yeah, definitely the Hugh Hefner, but he was like the breakout star. I felt like him and the one of them just died. Did you hear that? Like shot himself.
No, which one?
Computer, which cast member of Tiger King recently murdered themselves or committed suicide?
I don't know that.
Oh yeah, you don't know that?
Computer, which cast member of Tiger King was recently killed?
Here's something I found on the web.
All right.
According to the HollywoodGossip.com,
Uh-huh.
Eric Cowley, one of the zookeepers who rose to
That
unexpected
hot gas.
fame as a main cast member on the Netflix documentary Tiger King in the spring of 2020, was found dead in New York City on Friday, September 3rd.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the guy with the glasses and the long hair.
I feel like there was another
And
one.
he was like, "Hey, man."
No, I swear there's another one.
Well, yeah, that's wild.
Yeah.
So, oh yeah, we were supposed to fucking be talking about sexual harassment and stuff. I totally forgot.
Oh, yeah. Listen up, you little fucking punks from Atascadero High School. You think you can go around saying whatever you want online, being little bullies, little
Yeah.
fucking punks?
We see you.
We see you.
We see everything that you
and
say.
if we see you, imagine who else is seeing you.
The
We see it all.
FBI,
All right.
the
And
CIA.
Let me just tell you. You know what? Yeah, you're a minor right now, and I can't touch you right now.
Hmm.
You're not going to be a minor forever.
But who says we need to touch you to hurt you?
No, yeah. Just know the sticks and stones may break bones, but words will never hurt anyone. The only person you're hurting is your reputation as being a gentleman.
Yeah.
And we don't appreciate what you're doing. We don't appreciate the conduct. We're not going to call out any names or you know.
But we see you.
But we see you.
And
you
we
little
don't-
fucking punks. I
we
already
don't.
hate Atascadero, okay? I hate fucking driving around this town. It's the worst fucking design town of all time. Like, don't make me. Don't make me.
Don't. So
Don't test a
that's-
motherfucker.
That's for another time, but we just want to say that we're aware of it and don't. Okay, stop. Cut it out.
Cut
'Cause
it
we're
out.
going to put everybody
Cut it
on
out.
blast. Cut it out. Okay, so I have what is arguably the worst stand-up comedy routine ever. I think if we watch this will prepare us for tonight because nothing can be worse than what this is. So let's just dive into this.
Hit me.
So this kind of starts abruptly. Someone started recording because I guess they realized that this was going to be a fucking shit show and pulled their phone out.
And just so you know, that's us. So I hope you guys are ready to have some fun, because otherwise we're going to get fucked by a bunch of fucking cockroaches and grasshoppers. So Wiggy, I know you're looking at me like, yeah, let's go.
Am I still awake?
Whatever. You know what, no offense, but since it's my last night, you're gayer than the ace of fucking spades, you're queer than a $3 bill, and fucking A.
So meet me in the restroom?
How good are you at giving head?
So this guy has, I think that he has it in his head, like what he wants to do. Like the delivery isn't there, but like the blueprints are, it seems like.
Like, remember how long has it been, like, realistically, in like the pop culture, or not pop culture, but just in culture in general, to where, like, because I remember like in like maybe the mid 90s when you know, like, it might be funny to just like say some homophobic random shit, you know, just be like, yeah, how about you suck my dick, you queer, and like that might like get like children to laugh, but like this is like a grown man like doing stand-up.
See, what
it's just wild.
What it seems like to me is that this guy, that was his last interaction with like a big group of people, was high school, which was, you know, 20 years ago or whatever. I
mean, and you also can't, by the video quality, we can't tell when this was filmed, so it may have been.
Well, this video is already 10 years old.
But still, it's just crazy. Like,
so
I'm thinking he's very, like, he's for sure like a small town. Like,
yeah, small town, and he's out of touch. And he works at this, he's probably worked at this factory his whole life with the same three dudes, and they all make the same jokes that they made from high school. And nobody ever gets like, nobody corrects their errors of their ways.
And I also feel like this isn't necessarily even like a stand-up open mic. This is just like a bar that had like a mic.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it shows us anything outside of this
he has the
area.
stool. He has the stool.
He does have the stool.
He's got the props he needs. He's got the mic. He could use that as a dick at any point.
There is
but he's choosing to go the homophobic route.
Hey, well, we still have plenty of time on this video. You never know. He could use it as a dick. And he did have the misdirect. That's another thing. He had a misdirect at the end, which is another cornerstone of comedy.
You make them think you're going one way, and booyah, you take a left instead of going right, and they never saw it coming.
They think you're zigging, you're zagging, and you're out of there.
They think you're skipping and you're scowling, scurrying.
So once you juke your way out of that,
wait, what?
Juke your way out of that. Once you juke out of that, then
Did we do this in the last episode? Did we not?
Once you juke out of that, now it's a joke.
And how did the word juke come up in 2 consecutive episodes anyways?
I don't know, man.
You just like say juke a lot?
No, I've just, for some reason, we were talking about zigging and zagging.
I mean, there's juking, I guess, there's a lot of juke
I'm a football guy, and you know that, Ty.
You're a known football guy, Mikey Booyah.
So juke is a head, that's like a button.
It's a button on the Madden controller, yeah.
So, you never know what this guy's going to do, because he had his misdirect. He said, you're gayer, queerer than a $3 bill. How good do you give head?
Did you even know that there's no $3 bill? So that's what makes it like.
No, there's a $3 bill. It has Bill Clinton on it. No. And it's a novelty item.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That you buy from like Spencer's Gifts. I remember it was big in the 90s. $3 bill with Clinton's face on it.
Okay. So that's what he's talking about.
And it said, in cigars.
And he's like, that's pretty queer, but you're even queerer than that.
Even queerer.
Okay, but I'm better at receiving it.
Well, you know what?
So he says, I'm good at giving it, but I'm better at receiving it.
So he's like, yeah, you're gay. How about you perform oral sex on me?
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I'll take okay, because you know what?
He's like, even if you're not that good at performing oral sex, I'll still take it because I want your mouth.
I'd rather have you teeth me and rape me to shit than actually fucking give you any sort of satisfaction.
So he wants to be.
Cool,
I mean, like,
it's never gonna fucking happen because he's way too fat for me, dude. I just don't roll like that. No offense.
Fat shaming.
So I think he's possibly like a closet gay, and like he actually wants all these things, and he's just
just real aggressive about it for some reason. But I I also don't know if he knows these people or not. It seems like this is a small town bar. I feel like there's a very small chance that he just came in off the street, walked up to the stage and started talking. He was hanging out with these people beforehand. So he feels like he has some sort of rapport with them, and that comedy is about roasting your friends, you know?
Yeah. Oh, okay. So this is a that's another
cornerstone of comedy. Roasting.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, some call it bullying, some call it insulting people, some call it just being nasty. But I call it roasting.
I call it the sizzle.
If you want to be number one in comedy, you got to be a top notch roast.
Yeah,
master.
you got to be quick.
You gotta get that roast right in the oven and just pop it out and have it sizzling hot and ready to serve up to these cats. Serve up to whoever you're being mean to, I guess.
Yeah. Serve it up in an ashtray.
On a hot plate of roast.
Call it a pot roast.
You just take this roast and this hot roast and you eat it.
Yeah. Eat it and they eat it.
You shove it down their gullets. You shove it in their face. I'm gonna shove this hot roast in your face.
So,
I'm gonna shove this hot roast in your face.
And there's really no limit to how mean you could be. If we've learned anything from the Comedy Central roasts, from the roast of Snoop Dogg, the roast of David Hasselhoff or whatever.
The roast of
the Jonas
Trump.
Brothers.
There was a Trump roast.
The Jonas Brothers roast that recently happened on Netflix that was not mean at all. Did you see that?
Just complimentary Jonas Brothers roast.
It was the Jonas Brothers family roast, and it was rated like G. And it was like, this guy's
not the greatest gift giver, is he, Dad?
I skimmed through it.
I still picture the Jonas Brothers as being like these children, and they're like men in their 40s. Yeah. It's weird though. Like
I feel like they aged wrong. Like they aged differently than us.
I think I was never quite fully familiar with who they are. I just like almost know of them, and I have like a Jonas Brothers Burger King crown that I've saved over the years. But like,
I think that what happened was that the Jonas Brothers blew when they were like teenagers. And I heard about them 10 years after that, but I heard about them as teenagers. So in my head, I placed them at that old at that time. So then flash forward 10 years, I think that they're going to be in their early 20s.
Computer, who is the funniest Jonas brother?
Computer. Who's the ugliest Jonas brother?
Sorry, I don't have an answer for that.
Computer, what can you tell us about the Jonas Brothers?
Here's what I found from the web. Nick Jonas and Priyanka Chopra are often seen showing off their love for each other. But in a new clip from the Jonas Brothers' New Moments Between the Moments miniseries, the singer-actor reveals that he fears being a good husband to his wife, brother, and son.
Oh, hey, I just got audio on Computer. Ask him another question.
Computer, play the Jonas Brothers.
No, don't do that.
This is Jonas Brothers.
Computer, don't Spotify. You play the Jonas Brothers. Stop. Stop.
Computer.
Computer, stop. Stop. Stop, Jonas.
Computer.
Knock it off.
Stop.
Hey. Hey, pipe. Computer, don't you ever play the Jonas Brothers.
This is Jonas Brothers from Spotify.
Computer. Stop. Jesus. We're going to get sued by the Jonas Brothers. We're talking about their roast and how it wasn't mean enough, and then we play their copywritten content.
Computer, are the Jonas Brothers involved in any active lawsuits?
Sorry, I don't know that.
Computer, who is the Jonas Brothers attorney?
Sorry, I don't have an answer for that.
That's odd.
Computer, what is the Jonas Brothers' favorite food?
Sorry, I couldn't understand, but I may have a few recommendations. There's a skill called My Favorite Food. Would you like to try it?
No. Computer, why are you hiding so much about the Jonas Brothers? What are you keeping from us?
Here's something I found on the web. According to TheRichest.com, Turner and Jonas managed to keep their relationship hidden from the public for a number of months despite being spotted at events together.
Computer, that's that same statement you made previously. Computer, I don't know. This is
I don't
kind
have
of
an answer for that.
Computer, do you withhold information from us?
Sorry, I don't have an answer for that.
oh, okay. Suddenly, this guy's pleading the fifth, Mr. Tight Lips over here.
Computer, you're on thin ice.
I don't have an answer for that.
You don't have an answer for much, do you?
You know what? That's great. That you can, before you say anything, like, no offense, but I just want to say you're a fucking fat fucking douchebag moving motherfucker. I wouldn't fucking put my cock anywhere near you.
Oh, so he's like a
But
Rhode Island
you're a
guy.
cool guy.
I see.
Dom
yeah.
Herrera.
No offense. Thank you for calling out Dom Herrera. You know what? You're gonna fucking wake you in the bathroom. Fuck you.
Yeah, see, I don't think this is stand-up comedy, dude. I think this is just some dude in a bar that like grabbed a mic and is like talking to his friends.
We can all join together. You're a fucking douchebag. You know what? Sitting in the front of the
I
crowd.
feel like it's either
Anyway,
No.
super late.
Here we go. He's going to start a joke.
I'm glad you two are enjoying it, because you know what? I can kind of see the two of us.
Austin Wheeler's girlfriend.
Thank you. If I wasn't scared of getting herpes, I'd fuck her too.
Yeah, it's just so bad. You expect it to be like so cringe that it's funny, but it's just really not. There's just nothing funny about this dude, this guy.
So, yeah, if I wasn't afraid of getting herpes, I'd fuck her too. And then it's just silence. And then she goes, excuse me?
This is unfortunate, really.
No,
His
it's a
behavior,
comedy
it's just
show,
disgraceful.
You gotta roll with
It
the
was.
punches.
Oh, wait, no. Here we go. This is
the set now? Are these
yeah.
the jokes?
This
Hit me
is-
with the jokes,
this
man.
is our proof.
Oh,
right
yeah,
here.
that's another thing you got to do.
Hit him with the jokes?
Is no, after you make your punchline, like a solid move, a power move, is to look at your audience and do this little hand gesture here. Give me the laughs. Let me get those laughs. Wiggle your fingers. Put your palms out. Wiggle your fingers forward.
Yeah, give me
as
those
if to
laughs.
imply, Give me the laughs.
That'll
Get you more applause.
That's great advice. So right here, he proves to us that this is a comedy show.
You know what? It's a comedy show, dear. You gotta roll with
It
the
was.
punches.
It was. Yeah, you're right.
Oh, you want to hear a joke? Okay, so I'm watching golf earlier, right? And obviously that's the most boring fucking shit to watch. Do you know the difference between fucking looking for a golf ball in a G-spot? A guy will spend 20 minutes looking for a fucking golf ball. Real.
Yeah, that was good. That was a good joke.
One of Planet Earth's jokes.
Yeah, the G spot on the woman, notoriously difficult to find for some men, at least. And golf balls, you hit them out. You gotta look for them.
Yeah.
you gotta.
Also notoriously hard to find.
Hard to find.
Yeah.
But a guy, he likes playing golf. He doesn't care about vagina. Men don't like vagina.
Yeah, men want
you
golf.
want golf. You want hunting. You want sports. You want beer. You want America.
So for people
So
out there,
that was the joke.
yeah,
You see,
yeah.
golf ball, vagina. Okay. See, some of these are just complex, so you got to break them down. You know what I mean? Like, there should probably be like an episode where they're just breaking down my breakdowns.
Yeah. Like a whole commentary on it. And because, that was a bit, in all seriousness, for people out here who are having trouble finding the G-spot, it's inside the vagina.
Oh yeah, you just like deep.
A lot of people
Deep.
think it's outside.
No, you think it's
No, that's the butthole. It's
again.
inside.
That's long dick style.
Yeah,
or whatever.
long dick.
You gotta
You're gonna learn today.
Call back.
You go,
Boop. Oh yeah, another thing to do, or maybe this is what the crowd does is they like they whoop and pump their fist when something's really funny, like that's that's like the crescendo from the crowd, like that's them giving you their maximum is when they start,
or you get an SO, which is a business term for standing ovation.
Oh yeah, or the double.
Yeah. I want it to look like the foreground of like a final fight game. You know how there's like characters that are just like rooting on the fight, but they're not like part of the game. They're not on your plane.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what I want.
They have like a few frames animated. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Really? Come on. That fucking bombed. Well, apparently all the old people have fucking left, but fuck you guys anyway.
Do you think that that's how this
Can we talk
is
about
going to end
that a little
tonight?
bit more? 'Cause that's a
With
huge
just one of the
thing.
comedians like just bombing and insulting us all?
I hope so.
People have made that
Do you think
mistake.
Rick?
Yeah,
Maybe.
I made the mistake of marrying a.
Do you think Rick's
a
nervous
cunt. That's what you would call
Maybe.
it.
being like the opener on a big stage like the Siren in Morro Bay?
We should find out. Computer, call Rick Storer.
I couldn't find that name in your contacts.
There's a lot you can't find tonight, computer. You're really testing me.
Never mind.
Canceling.
I think we might just have to go ask Rick in person.
I'm just gonna call
and then
him.
we could just
You think he's busy?
probably. It's right before a show.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I won't call him. We'll just go ask him in person.
Yeah.
But let's
Oh yeah, let's see.
get to the meeting.
I'm thinking of women.
You're not gonna hurt my feelings. It's not gonna work.
I can't imagine I can.
Nope.
I mean, unless I was the teller at fucking KFC.
It's not gonna work.
I can't imagine I can.
Nope.
I mean, unless I was the teller at fucking KFC saying you can't have the double stacker with extra cheese.
Oh.
The double stacks.
Oh, I'm thinking on my
Double
feet
stacks
while
of
I'm
Wendy's
drinking.
Island.
You're
So that was the joke there. So
Good, man.
you
A
see
double
what he did
meaning.
there?
Double meaning.
don't ruin the set. You're
Double
doing
meaning.
Yeah. Oh, this comes. Dude, you're funnier than your fucking boyfriend, and he's not here.
Again,
Dude, we need to get
insult
her up here with a fucking
You don't got
microphone.
jokes?
Holy
You don't need
shit.
jokes. You
A
make them up
woman
on the
with
spot. You
intelligence?
go up there and
Go
you start
figure.
pointing out
My
people's
God.
imperfections in their appearance, and that hurts them. So then they laugh when you move on to somebody else. They're like,
Yeah. Oh, thank God. It's like a mob rule kind of thing.
Yeah.
The
It's
penal
like
system
again-
in this fucking place. Men, why did they do it? To get laid. Bullshit. What did
I mean, he's making some solid points.
Yes. Yes. Supporting real comics. I didn't know you were gonna be here.
Oh, damn, there's a crowd. You hear that?
Again,
There's
that's,
a crowd.
That's what I'm planning on doing tonight. If any of these comics get out of
Speaking out.
line, I'm gonna step up and I'm gonna perform as a comeback comic.
When they go, you
Comeback
think you
comedian.
could do it any better? And then you're going to fucking...
It's like, oh, look at this one. When we ate this Italian restaurant tonight, the server told me the lasagna put my dick in the dirt.
Now, like, a guy hit me up at 2:30 in the morning, and he said, if you come to this Jack-in-the-Box parking lot, I will blow you in your car and buy you a chicken sandwich. And I was just like... No, it's late. I should be eating a chicken sandwich this late. That's irresponsible behavior. It's how I got in this situation in the first place.
It's going to be funny at points. I'm going to take some breaks. Just kind of get used to this pace. We've had about 1.5 big laughs. So then I'm going to take a second for me, and then we'll get back to the... I don't know what to start with. I don't want to be black yet. I'm not going to do that. Don't want to be black just yet.
Oh my God, I'm gonna fuck all these kids!